Hey, what's up? I know why you clicked this video, so let's get straight to it. Here are the new hunter tames coming in Shadowlands. You can also find in the description a link to Petopia, in case you want to see all of the different tints there are. I just try to go for the model, so you can see what it actually looks like in the game with lighting and animations and all that, because seeing it here is probably better than just seeing a picture on the website. These Larians come in a variety of colors like this nice blue and golden teal, and they are of the Feathermane family, which means that in order to tame these, you need to complete the Hunter Order Hall campaign leading to the class mount, and then purchase the Tome of Hybrid Beast at the True Shot Lodge for 1000 Order resources. You do not need to be BM to keep Feathermanes. They are part of the Tenacity tree, with the dodge trait and a bonus ability. Their bonus ability is Updraft, which can grant you a slow fall for 30 seconds. The gold and teal variant is also available in a lovely spectral appearance, which is tied to a rare event in which one of the aspirants at Aspirant's Crucible summons this beast for you to defeat, and you can tame it during that. The same goes for these majestic feathery owl steeds. They are also Feathermanes, so they require the exact same things that I just mentioned for the Larians. And they have the same abilities. Then we have these Terraclaws, which are still pretty cute. I like them. They are part of the carrion bird family, making them a ferocity pet with mortal wounds as a trait. Grievously wound the target, reducing the effectiveness of any healing received for 10 seconds. They can be found all over Bastion and in Ardenweald. There are also actual Terraclaws, which are also part of the carrion bird family, having the same trait. They can all be found in Bastion or Ardenweald. Other color variants are available in Warlords of Draenor and Talador, or in the Throne of Thunder, Chikun. Look at these mechanized death machines. Found mostly at the Citadel of Doubt, but all over Bastion in small doses, as well as the silver variant at the Eternal Forge. These phalanxes are tameable, but they are mechanicals, so you need to be either a gnome or goblin hunter, or have an engineer craft you the Mecha Bond imprint matrix. After learning it, you can then tame this mechanical, and you do not need to be BM for this. Mechanicals are a cunning pet with defense as their trait. These glimmerflies are pretty darn cute with their big eyes, and they look really ethereal with the little wings like this. They are found all over Bastion and are part of the moth family, so they're a cunning pet with Tranquilize and Dispel. Look at them, they're so cute! These ether worms are available in black, blue, brown, tan, and they are found all over Bastion. They are part of the Wind Serpent family, making them a ferocity pet with dodge as a trait. There are new high-res rams available. This particular one is found in Bastion, but there are new models in Dragonblight, the Storm Peaks, Stone Talon Mountains, Dragonblight, Howling Fjord, just an updated version of the rams. They are part of the goat family, making them a cunning pet with triggered defense as their trait. When health falls below 40%, reduce damage taken by 60% for 15 seconds. These Dream Runners will appear again in the Azeroth section and in the Ardenweald section, but this particular white and blonde and blue tint is found in Bastion. There are also new stone dragon turtles available. These are the appearance of the boss in Throne of Thunder. I forgot his name, but you know that turtle boss, that one stone turtle you can tame. Well, now you can have it in golden brown at the small shrine in Bastion. Sigilback is a spawn rare at the Aspirant's Crucible during the Beasts of Bastion event. So you just have to wait your turn if you want a spectral silver and green turtle. The dark purple, gold, spectral white, and tawny version of the new Fox model is available in Bastion. More details in the Ardenweald section. Here are some pretty cool new patchwork rocks if you're an undead hunter or just looking for a really creepy vibe for your pet. It's stitched together, it's pretty cool looking. This rock is part of the Bird of Prey family, which makes it a cunning pet. Its trait is slow, reduce movement speed by 50% for 6 seconds. These birds come in a bluish gray, black, and a greenish tint. They can be found in Akarek's Tears, Bleak Redoubt, Unfallen Sanctum, or all over Maldraxxus. Can you tame these really cool undead flying things in Maldraxxus that you see all over the place? Yes, you can. They're death chimeras. They come in a variety of colors, with horns or without horns, and they are found all over Maldraxxus. They are part of the Chimera family, which gives them Frost Breath as a trait. It's part of the Ferocity tree, and you have to be BM to tame it. These skull boars are pretty sick. They can be found all over Maldraxxus. They are part of the boar family, making them a cunning pet with defense as a trait. Can you actually walk away with this awesome thing? Like, look at it, it's so cool. I want to tame it. Yes, you can actually tame these. Surprisingly, these are not chimeras or hydras, because they use the hydra model from Warlords of Draenor. These are actually counted as dogs. You can have these and not be BM. They are part of the cunning tree with the slow trait. They are found all over Maldraxxus, with chains, without chains, brown, black, white, while the white variant is also found in Revendreth. These cool puppies, brownish black with red, some green, a little bit of olive or teal. They have a really cool abomination stitched look to them, and they are found in the Theater of Pain, the Hall of Chains, House of Constructs, Ocean Foundry, and the Stitch Yard in Maldraxxus. They are part of the dog family, a cunning pet with the slow trait. These undead oxen are pretty badass, and they are classified as beasts, so you can tame these. They are available in dark red, white, teal, and you can choose between teal eyes and greenish yellow eyes. They are found in the Theater of Pain, the Stabbing Wastes, the Regentry, and the Hall of Chains in Maldraxxus. They are part of the Oxen family, making them a tenacity pet with triggered defense as a trait. There are also armored versions of these available in the Unyielding Assembly and the House of the Chosen in Maldraxxus. You can also get a mount, apparently, for these, so you can have a little bit of coordination going on. There are new appearances for these mana rays. They are found all over Maldraxxus. They are part of the Ray family, making them a ferocity pet with Tranquilize and Dispel as a trait. There are new spiders available, so if you don't like spiders, you might want to skip this. Found all over Maldraxxus, of course. They are a ferocity pet with slow as a trait. More info on these new wasp models in the Ardenweald section. Dream Runners, the ones with more subdued colors and one horn, are found in Legion areas like Azuna. There's also these Ardenweald Dream Runners. As you guessed it, they're found in Ardenweald. They belong to the Corsa family and are a ferocity pet with the dodge trait. There are a bunch of new crane colorations available in the Shadowlands. They are found all over Ardenweald, with the blue and white one found in Bastion as well. This is a Mist of Pandaria model, so other color variations are found in Mist of Pandaria areas like the Jade Forest. The crane is part of the Tenacity family, with a Tranquilize and Dispel as a trait. The moment we've all been waiting for, these amazing fox models are now finally able to be tamed. It was only available as a mount. These lovely new foxes are found all over Bastion and Ardenweald. Foxes are part of the Cunning family with the dodge trait, but they also have a bonus ability which lets them perform a dance. But for this model, it doesn't work. So they need to add a dance or add a different ability. Right now it doesn't do anything. These new moths are pretty adorable and colorful and just really cute. They can be found all over Ardenweald in mostly a greenish blue, purple and red. They are part of the Cunning tree and have Tranquilize and Dispel as a trait. Look at this majestic stag with its horns and runes and leaves. Each one comes in either purple, teal, silver green, gray brown, or black and purple, with 4 different horn styles, so you need to really go out there and look which one suits you. There's a really short horn, there's a really thick backswept horn, there's a horn that looks like a moon, and one with a horn where it looks like there's a web in it. They are found all over Ardenweald, so you will come across them at some point. They are part of the Stag family, making them a Tenacity pet with Tranquilize and Dispel as a trait. Look at this teeny weeny little, with its little bunny ears, it's so cute. Unfortunately, even though it's labeled as beast, you cannot tame this. Let's take a look at this chunky boy, the big chunk. Can you tame it? Yes, you can. These models are called Gorms. They are part of the Krolosk Carapid family and are part of the Tenacity family with Defense as a trait. You need to be BM to tame these. They come in a variety of colors and are found all over Ardenweald. The same goes for this big chunky, the biggest of chunks with the horns. These toads are found all over Ardenweald, and they have a cool tiki mask on for your troll hunter, and leaves and flowers on their back, as well as when they croak, when they breathe, they actually glow, which is really cool. They're part of the toad family, which means they are Tenacity pet with dodge as a trait. New wasp appearances are available mostly at the Gorm Hive defense wall and the Mists of Tirna's Scythe dungeon. They are part of the wasp family, making them a ferocity pet with mortal wounds as a trait. A new firefly appearance is also available, a lovely red ember glow, found in the Shrouded Mire and the Dusty Burrows in Ardenweald. Part of the wasp family, ferocity pet with mortal wounds as a trait. Revendreth is actually kind of bare when it comes to beasts, really. You can pretty much only find dogs, the gargoyle hounds, and bats there, so that's what you get in Revendreth. These high-res bats are found all over Revendreth in a variety of colors, but I am particularly fond of this cute little gargoyle white stone one. It's pretty cute. This bat, of course, is part of Ferocity and has Tranquilize and Dispel as a trait. Remove 1 enrage and 1 magic effect from the enemy. These swole bear bros, they are tameable, but right now I'm getting the error that I do not know how to tame gargons. They are an exotic pet, so you need to be BM to be able to tame them in the first place, But also I'm thinking that you're gonna need some kind of tome or something from Castle Nathria, kind of like the blood beast in Uldir, that will teach you how to tame these guys. They are found all over Revendreth, mostly the castle areas. They are part of the Quilin and Stonehound family, making them a tenacity pet with triggered defense as a trait. These badass bear models, or whatever they're supposed to be, can be tamed. Once you do your Shadowlands intro quest inside the mall, keep an eye out for them. You can tame these. However, if you just blast through the intro quest and you miss them, don't worry, you can go back to the mall and find them and tame them there. They also spawn in Torghast. They are part of the dog family, making them a tenacity pet, and have the slow trait. Anima devouring bugs in the mall. This beetle is part of the tenacity tree with defense as a trait. Reduce damage taken by 50% for 12 seconds. These little buggers are so cute. They're adorable. Change my mind. Available in purple, teal, and green, these are found in the mall and can be tamed. They are part of the rodent family, which means they have a special ability allowing them to take a nap, and they are part of the cunning tree with mortal wounds as a trait. Let's start with alpacas. They come in black, yellow, brown, beige, but the one I went for is a special one that is being led by a Sandalari exile somewhere between the area of the Temple of Wakunda and the Volpera hideaway. They are the only ones that wear a harness, and once you've tamed them, you can click on them and they make a little sound. Alpacas belong to the camel family of pets, which means that they have cunning abilities, and their family ability is hardy. When falling below 40% health, the camel will shrug off all attacks, granting 60% reduced incoming damage for 15 seconds. Camels are also now tameable, found all over Uldum. Camels obviously belong to the camel family, which means they have cunning abilities and the hardy trait. You can now tame cloud serpents. They resemble dragonkin, but are actually beasts, and they're huge! Well, kinda huge. There is a catch though. If you haven't played Mists of Pandaria, you might want to use Mists of Pandaria Time Walking to grind your rep all the way to Exalted, because you need the book How to School Your Serpent in order to learn this. It is Blizzard account bound, so if you have a main, you can actually send it over to your Hunter alt and they will be able to use it. It is found where you do all your serpent training at the Arboretum. I don't know how to say that, but it's in that place where you do all the little dailies that you do with your little serpent. They are part of the serpent family, making them a cunning pet with dodge as an extra ability. Now here's the thing that everyone wants to know about, that everyone wants to see, obviously. Here's one. Here's Elegon. This is what he looks like. You can now tame Elegon and he looks elegant. But, okay, there is once again a catch to this. Even though the other cloud serpents are classified as a serpent and any hunter can use them, only BM can use Elegon because he is considered a spirit beast and he has the Spirit Walk, which is stealth, and Spirit Mend ability, which is a heal. So keep in mind that if you want Elegon as your sidekick, you need to be BM. You can now tame horses. They come in all kinds of different varieties and colors, so just go on exploring and see what you like. Horses belong to the Corsa family, which makes them a ferocity pet. Their trait is dodge, increases dodge chance by 30% for 20 seconds. You can now finally tame little piggies! That is so cute! These little piggies can be found in Drustvar and Stormsong Valley. They are part of the boar family, making them a cunning pet with defense as a trait. Mammoths are a new pet family. They belong in the tenacity tree, and their trait is slow, reduce movement speed by 50% for 6 seconds. Mammoths are found all over the world, including Alex that are from the Warlords of Draenor expansion, which are a bit more high res, and of course classic Alex, which are found in BC areas like Nagrand or Azure Mist Isle. Sadly, the pink one cannot be tamed yet. There are also traditional mammoths in the Borean Tundra, and of course the Iron Horde Elec, which you can find in Talador, Frostfire Ridge, and the Blackrock Foundry. There's also a new Rylak tameable, the purple one in the phased version, the war version of Darkshore. This crab is also now tameable in the Chitterspine Grotto in Nazjatar. Before, it was too high level to tame. The crab is part of the tenacity tree with slow as a trait. This tidal worm you can only tame if you are a BM. It is found in the Shitterspine Caverns in Nazjatar and was too high level to tame until now. Now you can get it. It's part of the worm family, making it a tenacity pet with slow as a trait. The stormy grey wolf that is almost similar to Skull in the Storm Peaks is now available for taming in the Vale of Eternal Blossoms. You do not need to be BM for this pet. It's part of the wolf family, making it a ferocity pet with slow as a trait. You can now tame the purple-black snapdragon Terramore in Nazjatar. It was too high level until Shadowlands, but now you can have it. It's part of the lizard family, which makes it a tenacity pet with mortal wounds as its trait. New demon spiders are also available for taming in the Untorn Wastes, the Broken Shore, Azuna, Suramar, and the Emerald Nightmare. They are again part of the spider family with the ferocity tree and slow trait. Did you ever want a long boy to go with your long boy? Yes, you can now tame giraffes. They are found all over the Barrens and Sholosop Basin. They are part of the stag family, making them a tenacity pet with tranquilize and dispel as a trait. Ordinary ground snakes can now be tamed. They're available in black, blue, brown, dark yellow, dark green, yellow and black, white, red and white, black. Just snakes. You can find them all over Azeroth, in Gundrak, Zuldrak, Suleiman, the Jade Forest, Shadowmoon Valley. Just go out and find your snack. They are part of the Cunning tree with the dodge ability as a trait. Monty Pythons! Pythons are all over the Throne of Thunder or the Timeless Isle or Tanan Jungle, so if you want a traditional high resolution version of a snake pet, then here you are. They are part of the Serpent family, which makes them cunning with dodge as a trait. You can now tame Mrektha in the Temple of Sephrolus if you want a high-res bluish dark grey cobra model. Part of the Serpent family, cunning pet, dodge as a trait. These new shale worm colors are now available in Deep Home, the Throne of Thunder, Azuna, the Dread Wastes. They are an exotic pet, so you need to be BM to be able to tame them. They are a cunning pet with defense as an ability, reducing their damage taken by 50% for 12 seconds. New Silithids are now tameable as well. They are found in the N'Zoth version of Uldum. They are Silithid/Akiri, meaning they are an exotic pet, you need to be BM to tame them. They are cunning, and they have slow as a trait, reduce movement speed by 50% for 6 seconds. They are Kunshong, available for taming in the Dread Wastes and Townlong Steppes, again part of the Akir family. You can now tame the Plague Toads in Waycrest Manor, as well as the Speckled Bullfrog in Vol'dun, in case you weren't able to snag one during the last boss of the Temple of Sephiroth. So if you want a simple, plain, cute, thick boy, here he is. Part of the Toad family, which means they're a tenacity pet with dodge as a trait. Welcome to the Shadowlands, where finally, after years, you can now tame undead labeled pets. You can do this through acquiring the simple tome of bone binding. It's most likely connected to the Maldraxxus covenant, so you might need to make a sacrifice and become part of the Maldraxxus covenant and then switch over to a different one if you want this book. Right now, nothing's really like confirmed, but it's pretty likely. Undead hunters know how to tame these undead beasts by default, so if you want to save yourself some trouble, you might be able to just roll Undead Hunter. Let's go over all of these undead pets that you can now tame. Oh my god, why even have anything else as a pet? Skeletal Devilsaurs. Yes, you can finally now tame them. These Skeletal Devilsaurs can be found in Sul Nazman, the Fallen Outpost, Urok's Lair, Lair of Razan, Nasvatha, and the Bone Pit in Nazmir and Vol'dun. You also need to be BM to be able to tame Devilsaurs. It's a ferocity pet with the Mortal Wounds trait. This may be the dopest change yet. Remember back in Cataclysm when you first saw these firehounds and you tried to tame them because they looked so awesome and badass that you just wanted one? Well, now you can tame one of these beauties because some of them are not counted as elemental or aberrations, some of them are actually beasts. These hounds come in a variety of colors like fell green, icy blue, orange, really red. They are found in Ragefire Chasm, the Firelands, Stormheim, Asuna, Talador, the Barrow Knoll Cemetery in Drustwa, and Surima. These infernal hellhounds are part of the dog family, so they are a tenacity pet with the slow trait. There is an alternate version available with no flames and a different running animation, which can be found in the Maw of Souls, the Legion dungeon, and Braiden's Brook in Val'sharah. You can now go ahead and tame this monstrosity, the Gloof model. There is also a ghostly version available to tame, but it is only available to Blood Elves during their Shrine of the Eclipse Sunwell scenario for their Heritage Armor. So if you haven't done your Heritage Armor quest, or you level another Blood Elf and do it again, then keep an eye out for this mob. They are normal dogs, making them tenacity with the slow trait. Found at the Avalanche in Sholazar Basin, in Icecrown Citadel, and in Naxxramas. You can now tame skeletal little raptors, which can be found in Nazmir, Zuldasar, the Wetlands, and Vol'dun. You can now tame Reban in King's Rest as well. They are part of the raptor family, making them a cunning pet with mortal wounds as a trait. Skeletal wind serpents, which look pretty badass. Found in Tanaris, the Sanctum of the Fallen God in the Sunken Temple, Drak'Tharon Keep, the Spires of Arak, and Tanan Jungle. They are part of the wind serpent family, making them a ferocity pet with dodge as a trait. And that's it! I hope you enjoyed this little preview of the models in game, again because I think it's different seeing the pictures online or on Petopia and then seeing the actual model move in game to make a decision about what you would like. I couldn't find all of the colors because then the video would have been like 5 hours long, so I have the link for Petopia down in the description below if you want to see every possible color combination. And with that, thank you for watching, happy hunting, fill those stables, thank you to my patrons, and I will see you in the Shadowlands.